I don't know about you guys, but when I watched SmackDown this morning, I woke up, and thought, you know what? This could be good. This could be exciting. I woke up with a little bit of butterflies in my stomach, but at the same time, I was also massively dubious. And unfortunately, my suspicions were paid off because this episode of SmackDown was a massive flop in my opinion. It was actually quite boring. Apart from the beginning and the end, which we're going to go into now. So, the first match was Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. They actually had a great match. Really, they are amazing in the ring, both of them together. And the ending was awesome. We had Bray Wyatt coming out from underneath the ring, scaring the crap out of Seth Rollins again. And, once again, keeping Bray's character quite strong. I don't think they've destroyed Bray's character. I just think the ending of Hell in a Cell was pretty rubbish. But, there we go. At least they're continuing it. At least Bray is still looking strong. Right. We then had the draft. So what I'm going to do is just read out. I'm not going to go through this in sections. I'm just going to read out all the main names that were drafted. Because this is pretty much what Stephanie McMahon did anyway. So what's the point of me trying to make it even more exciting than it already was? Okay, so we've got Raw. We've got the OC, who are on Raw anyway. We've got Kevin Owens going over, which is good. I think Kevin Owens on Raw could be a really good thing. We've got Drew McIntyre, obviously coming back from injury, which is awesome. I love Drew McIntyre, and I think he actually could be like the next Triple H or the next... If he sorted out his script a bit and didn't actually spoke like a real person, I think that Drew McIntyre could be one of the best people in the WWE. We had Becky Lynch, #1 draft pick. Now, she's already on Raw anyway, so it doesn't really matter. She's just going to be on Raw and not SmackDown. Alexa Bliss, once again, she's been on Raw. All these names, I mean, they're not really, apart from Kevin Owens here, there's no one I'm really looking at and thinking, oh my god, this is a really big thing. Bobby Lashley's going to be on Raw. The Viking experiences, I'm still going to call them. The OC, and the Street Profits. I'll give them that. Okay, they have been on Raw doing their commentary thing, but that's been boring me anyway, and I'm actually glad they're actually going to be a tag team on Raw now. So let's see how that goes. SmackDown side, Roman Reigns, what a surprise. No big deal there. The Revival, great. Okay, they're the tag team champions, obviously, so that makes sense. Heavy Machinery. Now, the only one here that I'm a bit like, oh, I wasn't expecting that, was Bray Wyatt. Because I really thought that Bray Wyatt would stay on Raw. But then again, if Fox is paying Vince McMahon $1 billion and Paul Heyman is working for Vince McMahon and Vince is paying Paul Heyman money, I think that Fox will have a bigger influence than Paul Heyman. So in one way it sucks. I think that Bray personally should not have even been drafted. I think that they could have kept that mystery. When's he going to turn up? Could be on any show. And I still think he should turn up on Raw sometimes because he's the Fiend. He doesn't play by a draft rule. It's like back in 2002 when they drafted the NWO. I mean, who drafts the NWO? It makes no sense. So we've got Lacey Evans on SmackDown now. Sasha Banks on SmackDown. So, she's obviously been more prominent on Raw, but she's going to be on SmackDown. And Braun Strowman. So that's pretty much the main sort of selections so far. There are a couple more. I know Natalya, I think Natalya's on SmackDown. But I've got to say, guys, this was very underwhelming. It was boring. I didn't like the cuts to all the executives. I mean, who cares about the Fox executives and the USA executives? It was just, I don't know. I just didn't like it. I found it way too sporty for me. I don't know. It's WWE. It's theatrical. Make it theatrical. It was just so bland. However, one thing I do want to say is Shorty Gable. Now, is it me or is being short the same as being black or white or Chinese, right? You can't change your race. You can't help being short. So they're basically mocking him for being short. But not just Baron Corbin. Okay, he said, call me Shorty if you want. But now you've got the commentators coming. They're announcing him as Shorty Gable. So, in a way, the commentators are heels for that. The announcers are heels. And the entire WWE are heels by basically mocking this guy's height. Now, okay, it's funny. I mean, initially. But, come on, guys. Shorty Gable, I mean, how long is that going to last for? It's just a bit silly. I don't like it. And I'm probably the least politically correct person on this planet. But yeah, it's just bad. I don't like it. I think it's a bit silly. May as well call Baron Corbin Tawley Corbin. You know, it's the same kind of thing. I mean, what are we going to do? Anyway, however, the main event. I love the beginning with Bayley. Like, she finally switched properly, and she's now going to have a new entrance music, new look. The ending was shocking and weird. I think it also was a stupid ending because Charlotte hits her with her finishing maneuver. Yeah, Bayley doesn't. It's basically no sells it, gets up, and just rolls her over and pins her. So that move doesn't hurt anymore, right? I don't really get it. I like the fact that Bayley won it back, but I'm left SmackDown feeling two things: confused about that, and underwhelmed. A bit bored, really. It was boring. I'm not gonna lie. SmackDown definitely gets a thumbs down this week. I think WWE really have to start sorting themselves out and really have to start thinking a bit more creatively. The sport element's okay sometimes, but it also makes things very robotic and very dull. I don't watch WWE for sport. I watch it for sports entertainment, and I watch it for the theatrics, the spectacle. You know, I don't know. I think that there's a lot of work to do on SmackDown Live. Oh, sorry, Friday Night Smackdown Live. But we shall see. Look, end of the day, it is what it is. Next week, hopefully, it will be better once the draft settled in a bit, and we can start progressing with some new storylines. So, guys, thanks for watching the video. Please like, share, and subscribe. This is all very new to me, so I'm hoping for your support, and I'm counting on your support. I want to try and get to 100,000 subscribers. It's going to take time, but I'm confident we'll get there. So, thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.